Good morning and happy Monday. As you can see, we made it home from Kansas. We had a really nice time with Caitlin. The time was too short, as always, but she will be coming this weekend for Father's Day and the following weekend for her father's birthday. Yay! And then the next weekend, I'll be gone to get your teach on with Marielle from Pencils and Magic Wands. Yay! So she will probably hang out with her people in Kansas that weekend and then come visit us the following weekend so we can celebrate 4th of July together. Yay! So today I'm just photobomb with the cat. Today I'm just hanging out, watching Netflix, catching up on emails and things like that. We got home around 9:30 last night, fed all the cats, put everything away, and went to bed. So haven't been home to do much of anything until just now. So I've got Netflix on just now. I'm on my computer. I'm in the process of creating some camping themed transformation activities. And I'm looking at doing something for Jurassic World. And some other things are up my sleeve too. And I'll keep you posted on those, but those are a surprise. But for sure, I'm doing a camping transformation next year. I have all the things for it basically, because I was going to do one last year and it just didn't happen. You know, you just get busy and you can't do everything, unfortunately, although I try. So I'm pooling resources that I already have from other people that I've bought from Teachers Pay Teachers. I'm creating some things to go along with my camping transformation. So they're specific to my classroom and our expectations for our standards. And then I'm also going to throw in just some stuff for fun because you got to have fun too, right? Yeah. And we're going to have fun as we learn, but we can also just do stuff just for fun every once in a while. So that's what I've been working on. I have all of my math planned out for the year. I have gone through my Go Math curriculum. I've gone with my calendar and I've mapped out when I'm teaching what chapter and how long each one will take and when I should finish each thing so I can get through both books by the end of the year. And let me tell you, there are actually more lessons than there are days of school. So it's gonna be tough. But at the end of the school year, if you'll remember, a few weeks before school was over for me, we did not have our math intervention groups anymore that we call Power Hour. And so I was able to do a math lesson during that time too. And it worked out fine because we would have the Power Hour group time, which was half an hour. Then we had special class, art, music, PE, or library. After that, we would come back and just do our regular math routine. So all I did was they were already used to doing math during that time, so it wasn't a big stretch for their brain to just stay in my classroom and do another Go Math lesson. And especially since it was chapter 11, the last chapter, that was geometry and fractions. So it wasn't a super difficult chapter anyway. A lot of it was a review from first grade. So that was a good chapter to double up on lessons, because if you timed it just right, some of the lessons kind of went together anyway. Like they were kind of like part 1 and part 2 of the same concept. That worked out great if you did them on the same day, but gave a little break in between. I would not recommend doing 2 lessons in a row, boom, boom, because there's a lot to a Go Math lesson. But like I said, the way I did it worked out great. And we made it through. Yay. And still had time to have some fun in between and do some extra things. So that worked out fine. All right, I am going to do some things and I may check back in periodically through the day and let you know how I'm progressing. Hi there, just checking back in. So I've kind of got my math planned out for the year. It's, pretty solid, but, you're going to have to adapt for snow days and stuff like that. The first couple quarters should be good. Third quarter is always iffy because of snow, but you just go with it. But so you can see I'm throwing in some transformations. Woohoo! So I'm definitely going to do a camping one in first quarter. So that's going to be awesome. And it won't be till like middle of October, as you can see, but I'm going to do another one in September. I'm hoping to throw one transformation in every month because we should be able to review the skills that we've been practicing that month in those transformations. Just because I put this on my math pacing doesn't mean that all the transformations will be math, but this is really the only scheduled stuff I have so far, so I thought I'd throw it in there so that I could just kind of see how my year was going to lay out. Okay, so you can see I have a folder called Camp Know a Lot. That's what I'm calling my camping thing. And in this file, I have everything camping related, things that I've made and things that I have found. So I am of the mindset of why reinvent the wheel? If someone before me has already made something and I have found it on Teachers Pay Teachers or somewhere else and I can use it, then I will. Why would I recreate something that someone else has already made that I can use and it's perfect? So I found some snack mix labels and I found some various other things. And then some of the things I've created myself. So this is going to be kind of a really hodgepodge together transformation of different skills. And once I get everything finalized, I can share more things with you as to what I'm doing and what it will look like. But for now, it's kind of in the middle of the process. And I'm also hoping that I can do another original one that is a kind of a circus theme, because you know how much I love The Greatest Showman. So if you saw that folder down here, that's going to be the one that I'm working on as an original called Greatest Show. And I've been researching different things for that. So we'll see how that turns out. So far, this is really all I've made for my circus/carnival type thing. But this is the start. I need inspiration as to what I want to put in for skills. I usually come up with a theme first, and then I find the skills that I want to teach or practice using that theme. So then I'm thinking of what activities would go with the theme and would also work with the skills that I'm wanting to use it for. So that's how I'm rolling right now. Now with the Men in Black transformation, I already knew that I wanted to do science and social studies with it. And so that was pretty easy for me. This one, you could really do anything with it depending on how you spin it. So I'm still trying to work out the kinks in my brain as to which direction I want to go with this one. And it's still very early on in the creative process for me. I'm doing a lot of researching right now and looking for props and ideas and things for inspiration. So I will keep you posted on that one as well. Hello and happy Friday. So it's been a few days since I got on the camera, and it's because I had really nothing to show you. I haven't been doing a lot this week. It's been kind of rainy and gross here off and on, and that kind of weather always makes me feel really cruddy. Always makes me ache and feel yuck. So I've had headaches and just body aches and just overall just kind of yuck going on. But I thought I would show you something that you may not know about, unless you're on social media, in which case you probably see this popping up in your feed all the time. But it's Dollar Shave Club, and I never really paid much attention to it until I saw an Instagram post where they have a starter kit for $5. And I thought, what a great way to try this out and see if we like it. So I ordered one for my husband for Father's Day. Now, if you're like me and you've been married for a while and you've had several Father's Days under your belt, you may be getting to the point where it's really, really hard to choose something for the special dad in your life or dads. So this is just an idea. It's a little late for you for this year, but you could always use it for a birthday or for next year. So I will let you know what we think of this when it comes. But all you have to do is go to dollarshaveclub.com and you can click on their special $5 starter kit. And it says it'll come to your house within 3 to 5 days. So it's pretty exciting, and I will tell you all about it when it gets here. Something else that I've been doing while I've been kind of hanging out on the couch not feeling that great is poking around on some of my favorite TpT sellers' stores and putting things in my wish list that I know that I want to get when the back to school sale happens, or a little bit later whenever I need it on the next sale. So this is one of those things that I'm planning to get. This is by Corey Markison, who is True Tales of a Teacher. And she is the one that made the Monsters Inc. breakout that I did in October. She's the one that did the March Madness thing that I did in March. And she's the one that did the Glow Games thing that I did at the end of school in May. So this is a Grinch thing. Oh my gosh, how perfect could that be? I love the Grinch. So I didn't see this in time to do it for this past school year, but you betcha I'm going to be doing it for next school year. So what I've been doing is looking at things like that And then I made a new Go Math pacing guide by quarter, so I can kind of see where I can put in some transformations for math. But not all of these are going to be just for math, but I did kind of put them in where I thought they would fit, because by that point in the quarter, I should be ready for some ELA and social studies review skills as well. So it's a good time to do a transformation. So you can see I'm planning a pirate transformation. There were some that I had planned to do last year, like camping, that I just didn't get to, because last year, if you remember, I changed grade levels. So I was in first grade for 10 years. Then I was moved to second grade. Well, it was a whole new ball game. So I thought, oh, second grade's not much different than first grade, which is true. Second grade basically just builds on first grade skills. So that wasn't a huge leap for me as far as that goes, but I did have new standards to learn, and we had a whole bunch of new programs and procedures that we all had to learn, all of us in second grade, even those that had been there for a really long time. So we were really all trying to get our footing and trying to get it all to fit in and mesh well with what we were doing before. So thus the reason I did not get to do all the transformations that I had planned in my head. But I've already got each quarter mapped out for next year. So first quarter is going to have a couple, and I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 in second quarter, and 3 or 4 in third quarter, and 3 or 4 in fourth quarter. So be prepared to be seeing a lot of transformations coming your way in my classroom, because I have collected things over the last couple years. I'm also going to keep my eyes peeled for sales on Oriental Trading. And when I'm just out and about, like Target Dollar Spot is a great place to find things, and so is Dollar Tree. But you kind of have to keep in mind what you want to look for, because those places don't have things all the time. They're very seasonal. So it's good to kind of have an idea of what you might like to do, so that when you're out, you can just pick things up as you find them, and you don't have to go to Amazon and pay full price for everything. Now, Amazon is another great place to look for some things, and I do have some things on my Amazon wish list and in my save for later in my cart. Also, I have a lot of things saved in my TpT cart. So whatever I think I'm going to want to get on the back to school sale that I will need before the next sale they have is what I'll purchase for this school year. I'm also still kind of looking around at what I want to use my purchase order on this year to make it the most effective use of the school money that I'm given. I'm very mindful of using that money as wisely as I possibly can and getting the most from the money that I can, because I do feel very blessed that we are given school money to use with our classrooms and for our students. And I know lots of districts don't give money to their teachers, or they get very little. We are very blessed in our district to be able to do that. And so I always feel very responsible for being the best steward of that money. So this year on my purchase order, instead of putting actual items on my list, I put places that I wanted to spend the money at. And so I've got Walmart and I've got Amazon on my list, because Amazon is my go-to place for books, for lessons and things. And then of course Walmart is good for just miscellaneous things that I might need, like consumables if I need notebooks or folders or anything like that. So that is my plan for that. And as you can see, I've been working on some things here. So here's my Go Math standards and my pacing guide. I've also been looking for things for transformation. So you can see I've got camping folder. I've got a greatest show folder for like a circus thing. I have a Jurassic Park folder. I have a Jumanji thing. So you can kind of see some of the things I'm doing. The most exciting thing right now in my life is this. Get Your Teach On National Conference. So I downloaded their like itinerary and their breakout sessions and things. I'm super excited because I get to go with Marielle, my BFF. So I'm really, really happy. That's going to be happening at the end of this month. And yeah, you know, we're going to have an epic vlog or vlogs to commemorate that occasion, because we are going a day early, which is super cool. So we can just have some fun girl time. And there's also like a meet and greet kind of thing before the actual conference starts. So I'm super excited for that. It's going to be so cool. And I hope you can join us because you know she and I will both be vlogging like maniacs and bringing you along for the fun. Something else that I have been doing is reading my new book, Go See the Principal, or The Principal, by Gary Brooks. I'm super excited to be reading this book. It is very insightful. I haven't read a lot of it yet because I tend to read it before I go to bed at night because reading makes me sleepy for some reason. So it's a good way for me to wind down at the end of the day. Not that I have any stress right now, which is great. But I do like to read at night. I read a couple chapters, so I haven't gotten very far. But I'm really liking it, so I highly recommend this book if you like Gary Brooks, and who doesn't, right? He tells it like it is, and he's very funny. It tells about how he got started making those little videos, and then it went viral, and now he's like a speaker all over the place, even out of the country. So how cool is that? So you never know where life is going to take you. Okay, this probably could only happen to me, but the other day I had heated one of these kind of microwave lunches, and I had it on my lap. And I went to pick it up and move it when it tipped over and it spilled on my thumb. And can you see that? I don't know if you can really see that, but I have blisters. So I got a 3rd-degree burn on my thumb. Grrr. So yeah. So after that, I ate salad for a couple of days because I was a little paranoid. Crazy. Only me. I'm that graceful. Yeah. If you noticed, my case is not holding up super well right now. All the little decals are starting to come off. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get a replacement. They still have this one on Amazon, but as you can see, it didn't hold up an entire year. I got this last summer and didn't start using it till right before school started. So not real thrilled with how this one has held up. But we'll see because it still works and the keyboard part is just fine. So I'm happy about that. And this is my personal Mac now because we were blessed to be able to buy our old ones when they issued us new ones. So they wipe these clean and we could purchase them. So they were going to take 3 payments out of our paychecks, the last 3 paychecks that we get. So I think they started in May. So they'll take whatever the chunk is out of May, out of June, and out of July, and then it's completely mine. Now it's possible that I will be passing this on to Caitlin. I'm not sure because I found some refurbished ones on Amazon as well that were a good deal. But we'll see because I don't know if I need to have a computer at home and at school. I've been putting things in my Google Drive so that I can access it from whatever, which has been really nice. But I don't know if I'm going to want to use this for my personal things maybe and use the other one for my school things. We'll just have to see how that works. Hi, popping in again just to show you something I've been watching on Hulu. I just started watching Body of Proof. And if you like medical mysteries or detective shows, you would like this. It has Dana Delaney as a medical examiner. And she kind of does detective work and medical examining at the same time. And she generally kind of breaks the case for the detectives because she's very insightful. And it's just really interesting. So something you might want to check out if you think it sounds good to you. I am so excited because Caitlin said she's getting off work early today, like at 2. And then that means she gets to come home earlier. Yay! So she's going to miss rush hour traffic and driving at night. Yes! I'm so excited. And she's gone some kind of cool places this week. She went to an arboretum somewhere like in Kansas City. And then she also found a really cool nursery that she said was the size of a Walmart supercenter, but filled with plants. Yeah, she almost died. So we are planning to go visit that sometime. So when we do, I will take you along. And also we're planning on a trip to IKEA because she wants to get some furniture. So yeah, plus I'm hoping that Jeremy Michael Book and I can still get together because Kansas City's kind of halfway between us. And maybe we can make a trip to IKEA and hang out. That'll be really fun too. So I'll definitely take you along for any of that.